Hi everyone! This is Alicia Dujets here today to talk about my newest collection for Michael Miller Fabrics, Greenhouse Gardens. This is a collection that I've wanted to make for quite some time since I'm a sucker for a good terrarium arrangement and I tend to draw the things that surround me in everyday life. I have quite a few succulents and cacti of my own and I love propagating new ones whenever I get the chance. I have so many I have to give them away to friends, so that's why I was so motivated to launch these particular designs. I had always envisioned this collection to be light and bright, so it was important to me to include some SKUs on clean white grounds, even though it has a fall ship date. The darker SKUs lend themselves to the season, so I think it feels pretty versatile in the end and can easily be used any time of year depending on how you mix and match the SKUs together. I also wanted to be sure to include some colorways that were more on the masculine side, just to make sure that the collection wasn't limiting in that sense. I'm also naturally drawn to dusty colors, so I tried to apply that here to keep the palette a little more muted and sophisticated, which I think pairs nicely with the fun subject matter. Kind of makes a nice balance. As for the drawings themselves, I've always been a fan of making teeny tiny drawings as small as I possibly can, but my only limitation is the printability of such tiny lines on fabric, which naturally bleeds a little bit when it's printed. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm developing my designs as well. I do try to translate my style of drawing and painting in real life to how I draw on my tablet, and this collection was all drawn and colored digitally, meaning it was done in Photoshop, so this is usually how I work. But this helps me to keep my line quality clean, especially when I need everything to print nice and clear at such a small size like I mentioned earlier. So really quick, I wanted to get into some of the individual designs. Succulent City, which is the main design, has a layered effect. I wanted to make sure it was on the busy side and had a lot going on to kind of keep your eye moving around, and it incorporates all the motifs found in the other SKUs, so it ties everything together and I think it would be great as a backing fabric. When I was laying out the design Desert Garden, I imagined myself walking through a dense garden of succulents and cacti, so I left these little winding paths that you could kind of get lost in if this were a real place. And the idea behind the design glass houses is to take the geometric shapes of different glass terrariums and interlock them to create an all-over pattern. So it's a layout where your eyes can rest a bit, feels a little bit more open and airy in comparison to all the other designs in the collection. Overall, I just wanted to have some fun with these drawings and I really hope that it comes across that way. And I hope you enjoy these little doodles as much as I do. I had a lot of fun making them and I'm so excited to hear everyone's feedback and just make another collection for you all. Thank you for listening.